It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold, it's a broken heart.
Makelo Lusaka.
Do swear that.
Do swear that.
I shall always truly.
I shall always truly.
And diligently serve the people.
And diligently serve the people.
The office of the governor of Bungoma.
In the office of the governor of Bungoma.
County. That I shall diligently discharge my duties.
That I shall diligently discharge my duties.
And perform my functions in the said office.
And perform my functions in the said office.
And that I will do justice to all.
And that I will do justice to all.
In accordance with the Constitution and the laws of Kenya.
In accordance with the Constitution and the laws of
Kenya.
Favor.
Affection. Or ill will. So help me God.
So help me God.
County. Of the county government of Bungoma. The coat of arms. Makoti Teglari, Makoti. Governor of Coin to His Excellency Governor Kenneth Lusaka. Asante. Thank you very much. It is now my singular duty honor to invite His Excellency
Ushers, slow. Sasa ndio hiyo His Excellency Governor.
This podium for the third time, swollen with pride and full of expectation. I salute you. Today we gather here not to celebrate a victory of an individual or a party, but to celebrate and mark a new beginning, the rebirth of Bungoma County. I have just sworn before you, the people of Bungoma County, all Kenyans and the Almighty God, and I shall uphold my oath. I will protect the gains we have made as a country in general and Bungoma County in particular. Nelson Mandela aptly said, and I quote, "It's not where you start, but how high you aim that matters for success." Exactly 5 years and 4 days ago, I handed over this mantle that I'm receiving today. I accept for the second time with great humility the distinct honor which you, the people of Bungoma, have conferred upon me in electing me the third and constitutionally the first governor of this great county of Bungoma. We have fought a good fight. We have overcome many battles. The most important battle before us now is building Bungoma. I have said this before. My predecessor has only left office. He does not carry away any part of this county. He remains a son of this county, along with over 100,000 people who voted for him. I will not lose focus of what is right in the face of who is right. I will not change direction so drastically that I negate the gains that we have achieved in the last 5 years. I want to thank my able Deputy Honorable Jennifer Mbatiani, my beloved wife, Dr. Margaret Nafula, my children, Sophie, Dana, Winnie, and my mother, for your support and brothers. I am grateful to everyone who participated in this election. Those who woke up in the dead of the night and walked miles to reach the polling centers. Those who waited patiently for long hours in line. The many young and old men and women who traversed the length and breadth of the diverse county, from Birigidia to Buyofu, from Mwirupo to Nauyole, from Kongil to Jebkube, urging the others to vote for me. This victory is yours as well as it's mine. As I assume this new responsibility, the backbone of my leadership will be consultative and answerable to all the people of Bungoma. I promise to be a governor of the people, guided by fairness, honesty, transparency, and accountability. I have lessons carried from my first term and some from my predecessor, and I can say bravely and proudly that it's time to make Bungoma a sunshine county. Transparent and accountable with no hidden vices, my government will not tolerate the notion of a government for the few. Corruption is a vice that pits the able against the weak and powerless. We must stand together to protect the gains of devolution and ensure that corruption remains a very expensive venture in this county. As your elected governor, I want to reiterate what I set out in my manifesto and which forms my pledge for service. We will public service and observe strict adherence to the principles and values of fairness and meritocracy to ensure growth in the various cadre. I will institute an economic council in my office to ensure balanced advisory as opposed to engaging individual advisors. This will ensure greater accountability and collective responsibility of decisions, thus averting a silo mentality. Further, we will mainstream public participation in all departments to achieve consensus of all stakeholders in program implementation, thus attain legitimacy and ownership of all projects. We will prioritize demand-driven interventions that address the key challenges of poverty, inclusivity, and spur economic growth. In agriculture, we will develop a policy guideline to bring locally constituted vetting committees to verify actual land available for production to guide issuance of input, increase the support to cover more farmers, repair existing tractors and purchase 18 more tractors, and distribute to sub-counties covering specific wards. We will work to strengthen the management of the tractors and use, especially payment and verification of parcels of land to be tilled, repair existing maize dryers and purchase more, even as we verify to ensure reach and access by the farmers that most need them. We will operationalize the already installed milk cooling plants, get market for milk and milk products for farmers, train farmer beneficiaries in milk production and value addition, strengthen existing farmers, dairy cooperatives, help farmers form more dairy cooperatives and link them to dairy processing plants. My government will introduce new varieties of crops such as avocado and French beans for export. In poultry farming, we will build the capacity of poultry farmers on effective commercial kienyeji poultry and encourage them to join existing poultry farmers' cooperative societies. To incentivize them further, we will facilitate the hatching and distribution of kienyeji chicks to farmers either individually or through cooperatives overall. We will develop a framework for cooperative members to access county funds through loans and grants. Enhanced trading hours, we will install more grid line lights to cover the entire markets and install high-mast floodlights to all the remaining major markets, even as we construct more modern markets and introduce trade loans, revolving fund with increased allocation and reach. My government will also work on modalities to extend a tax holiday for small-scale traders. On 2 selected days in a week, they will be allowed to sell their goods without paying the market fees. This is intended to boost the morale and income of our market traders. In an increasing digital world, our county cannot be left behind. We will upscale the installation of wireless internet access to ensure greater coverage and access. In education, our public schools must be supported not only to meet the need of our children today, but to encourage developing minds for the future. We must start early if we are to change the mindset of our children to face the future. Let us address the high dropout rate occasioned by poverty, which turns our children into wage earners even before they reach puberty stage. We will improve the existing bursary program for increasing the allocation, ensure transparency, and diversify to ensure it caters for needy children who may not have scored highly. We will use in-service training for ECD teachers and VTC instructors, purchase and distribute variety of learning materials to all ECD centers, incorporate classrooms and general school infrastructure maintenance in the annual budget, design additional classrooms and toilets as a package for schools without sanitary facilities. Further, we will incorporate the education needs of persons living with disability in the ECD infrastructure, teaching aid and support material, procure state-of-the-art equipment for existing vocational training centers, construct workshops and labs that will greatly transform training, improve the county VTC bursary support to increase enrollment and support needy and deserving trainees. Youth are the future of any country. An idea of development without a strategy which evokes the active participation of the youth is only a myth. National development is essentially like a relay race. The older generation keep passing on the baton to the next team in line. Bungoma County is composed of 52% of youth. This underscores the importance of youth participation, especially in the face of this new political dispensation. What Bungoma has in plenty is potential, and that is why the youth is top on my agenda. The youth stand for actualization and potential. Sasa nimesikia, nataka niwashukuru sana kwa kunipatia nafasi tena kuwa gavana wenu. Nishukuru my party leader na timu yote ambao tumezunguka na wao, my deputy na wote ambao wametupatia nafasi. Like I've said kwa speech yangu, I will not let you down. Nitafanya kazi kufa na kupona so that we bring back our county to its level. I also want to thank the church, the bishops who are here kwa maombi ambayo tumekuwa nayo, and also thank you for a peaceful election that you had, and for voting also William Samoei Ruto as our president-elect in this. And for your information, the president-elect anakuja kuomba na sisi Jumapili hii hapa katika kanisa yetu ya Catholic. Wala ambao cathedral, wala ambao mtakuwa na nafasi mnakaribishwa tukuje tuombe na yeye. Mungu wa amani awabariki sana mrio mno. Bulwale bunyala kuchuno mundu mjamu chune njuzi.